If you run a home service business that's doing less than $1 million a year and you want to grow, but the idea of doing all of the marketing and figuring out where to put your money and where to put your time is overwhelming and also feels like something that you don't want to deal with, you're probably thinking about hiring an agency or finding somebody to do it for you. And I need to stop you right there if that's the case. When you're at this stage, marketing is the single biggest lever you can pull in your business. But at this stage, you need to learn how to do it yourself on most platforms without paying somebody to do it for you. Because when you do it yourself, you own the entire system. You control the faucet. Want more jobs? Crank it up. Booked out for super long and need to hire? Crank it down a little bit, don't turn it off, and then fix that part of your business. You shouldn't have to depend on an agency at this stage. Because quite frankly, you're not profitable enough or big enough to afford a good one. And then the other alternative is just relying off of word of mouth and referrals to get business. But if you're at this less than $1 million a year stage, you can't rely on referrals and word of mouth because you're not busy enough. Your SEO is not working well enough, and you haven't done enough work to get the level of referrals and word of mouth business you need to grow. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through why owning your marketing at this stage is absolutely paramount to your growth and success. And then I'm going to show you step by step how to take control of this and what platforms to take control on. So let's get into it. Most of you guys avoid marketing and doing it yourself because it feels like an overwhelming skill set that you don't possess, and you don't feel like you have the right skill to get it because you've been marketed to by a bunch of people who have a vested interest and you not understanding how to do it so that you pay them. But understanding how to generate your own leads on a few different platforms will completely change the trajectory of the revenue of your business. But most importantly, it has you hang on to the most important part of your business, which is the money you generate. Because what happens to early stage businesses is all they want is their phone to ring. And so when they're trying to get their phone to ring, they go run to throw all of their money at the things that might make their phone ring. But what that looks like, and take it from a guy who did this for the first 3 years of his business, is you start paying $1,000 retainers here, you start paying $2,000 retainers here, you start giving Thumbtack your money here, you start giving Angie your money here, you start giving the SEO agency money here. And what happens is you start paying so much money for services that you're putting less money into the actual machines that generate the business. Because if you're here watching this, you already know how to do the trade. You wouldn't be in business if you didn't know how to do the trade. But outside of actually doing the work, having the ability as an owner to get the phone to ring is the most important part. And so there's usually two camps for home service businesses. There's like the old school boomer who's like, I rely on nothing but word of mouth. If you need to pay for marketing, you're not a good business, you're not doing enough good work. Yeah, that advice was accurate in like 2005 and 2010. But the issue is now there's so much competition, and with AI coming in, that's not going away anytime soon. And so because of that, there's so much more competition, there's so many more ways to advertise, and there's so many more ways for potential prospects to find you on the internet. But what happens is you see all these old heads that grew their business in the 90s and 2000s talking about they never had to advertise. And so new guys that don't know any better in this era, in the 2020s and beyond, are like, what? How do I even get my phone to ring? Because consumers buy in different ways now than they did back then. They leverage technology more. And so you have to be out there. Let me give you an accurate scenario in my business. When we start cranking advertising, right? Like when the phone starts ringing and we're getting 10, 15, 20 leads a day in our peak season, I can go in and be like, okay, cool. I don't want to shut Facebook off, but I don't need to crank it as much right now because we're getting so much business. But then what also starts to happen when you get really savvy with this is you'll figure out pretty quickly that it's not the amount of leads you have. A lot of it is the amount of systems you have and the amount of follow-up and the amount of nurture and the amount of things that you do. And so what happens in this scenario is you go, okay, I've got a $2,000 a month marketing budget. And then what you do is you go, okay, let me go find somebody to run these ads for me. And you find a $1,000 a month Google pay-per-click ad agency or a Facebook ad agency. And then they get $1,000 a month to turn on the ads. But then the other side is you go, okay, well, if I have a $2,000 budget, now I'm going to take the other $1,000 and they're going to spend it on Facebook ads or something like that. But the issue is if your management fee is half or even like 30 to 40% of what your total marketing budget is, that math doesn't make sense. So at this stage of the business, the highest leverage skill you can learn is learning a skill where you can eliminate that agency spend and pour all of the marketing budget into the machine that trades it for eyeballs. And that machine can be yard signs. That machine can be Facebook ads ran by you in your business. That machine can be Google guaranteed or Google local service ads in your market. All of those things, because you don't have the luxury, and the luxury in this context is high enough sales and high enough profitability to pay a small percentage of that to the agencies. And so what you have is you have a situation where you're going to pay a large percentage of that money to pay the agencies to turn them on. And that leaves you with a small amount of money to actually put into the advertising platforms. And so it's incredibly hard to scale a profitable ad campaign when you're only giving the machine a small amount of advertising dollars a day. So you have to learn it yourself. But what happens is this skill compounds over time. You're doing $20K a month and you're spending $50 a day on Facebook ads. So that comes out to $1,500 $1,500 a month in spend. And then you bump up to $25K a month and $30K a month and your margins stay good. And now you're spending $60 a day on Facebook ads or $70 a day on Facebook ads. And so at $70 a day on Facebook ads, that's like $2,100 a month in ad spend. And you crank up and crank up and crank up. But then what happens is you get to a stage like I did in my lighting business where you get to $1 million a year and most of that money comes in Q4 for us. But then when I'm at that stage, the agency spend starts to make sense on some platforms. Like I've never run Google pay-per-click ads myself. I used Local Legend for a while. In full transparency, I loved Local Legend so much and I referred so many Home Service Accelerator customers to Local Legend to help them run their Google pay-per-click ads. And then eventually when Home Service Accelerator customers got to 7 figures a year, some of them started paying them to do their Facebook ad management for them. Because when you're doing $1 million a year in sales, that means you're doing $83,000 a month. So if I say, okay, I want to crank a new platform, but I don't want to learn it, when I go pay a $1,500 a month invoice to have Local Legend run my pay-per-click ads, that's a much smaller percentage. Because compared to my whole marketing spend, that $1,500 management fee means a lot less to me as an owner compared to how much my entire marketing spend is and how much the business is bringing in. So I use my money to buy back my time because we're so profitable and we're so much bigger. Businesses doing less than $1 million a year don't have that luxury, so they have to find the platforms that work better. Now, for the sake of transparency and for everybody watching on this channel, I referred so many Home Service Accelerator clients and so many people to Local Legend, and I liked what they did with my Google pay-per-click ads, and I liked what they did for Home Service Accelerator customers, that I bought a minority stake in that agency. So for the sake of this, I own a piece of Local Legend, but the message has always been the same. So if you're doing less than $1 million a year, which based on the analytics and everything we track on this channel is about 98 to 99% of you, then you can't afford that luxury. So this isn't a sales pitch on anything. You should be running your ads yourself, but I want to keep it a buck and keep it transparent with you guys on all of it. And that's just part of the machine now. And so if you look at the complication of local service marketing as a whole, it really like things you would pay an agency for fall into multiple categories. You could pay an agency to run Facebook ads and Instagram ads for you. You could pay an agency to do your Google pay-per-click ads for you. You can pay an agency to do Google Maps and SEO for you. And then eventually when you get really big, you could pay an agency to do like organic content and strategy for you. That's like the main buckets that most agencies do. And so for me, and the reason I started Home Service Accelerator is I firmly believe that Facebook ads should be ran by every home service business owner themselves up until they reach a point where the agency fee is a drop in the barrel compared to their advertising spend. So if owning your own marketing is so powerful, why are so many people handing it off to agencies? And why does that scenario usually go wrong for home service businesses? As a multi-home service business owner myself, let me break it down for you right here. The agency retainer model is really simple. They run advertising and they make it sound like running ads is really difficult. Running ads, specifically in the sake of this video, which is mostly about Facebook, used to be really difficult. You used to have to target different settings. You used to have to target different people, different areas, different buyer behaviors. You used to A/B test, age groups, genders, demographics, and it was complicated. It was a lot of tinkering inside the ads manager. That's not the case anymore. And so what happens is you have this dying breed of agencies, which were like tinkering on the back end because it was too complicated and it took too much time for the home service business owner. But now that's changed. And so you have this old guard of bad agencies that are still trying to fit round peg into a square hole and get your money, but they're doing something that you can do yourself for less than 5 to 10 hours a week. And that's aggressive. Most of the guys, once they get it set up and are running, it's even less. And trust me, if you understand the economics of being an agency owner, you'll understand why you're having a really bad shake if you're paying somebody $500, $1,000 a month, $1,500 a month, whatever. And I think this is super important for you guys to understand so you can make better buying decisions in your business. For an agency to make money, they have to buy customers just like you do. So agencies run ads just like you do in your business to get local service customers. Agencies have to have salespeople that get compensated, and agencies have to have people that fulfill the work. And so what happens to make an agency profitable is they have to get a bunch of customers if they're charging $500, $1,000, whatever they are a month. For an agency to get to $10,000 a month, they have a $1,000 a month retainer, meaning that's what you pay them to manage your ads. For them to get to $10,000 in top line revenue a month, they have to have 10 of you. And so if they have 10 of you, then they have to compensate an account manager to manage those 10. What happens when they get to 20? What happens when they get to 30? What happens when they get to 40? Because for the agency to make a lot of money, they have to have a lot of customers and a lot of customers bitching and moaning to them about what's going wrong, what's going right, whatever. And so what happens is these agencies put so much effort on the sales side, but they churn so many customers on the back end because they don't pay enough attention to the individual accounts. If I was managing 10 Facebook ad accounts, how much time do you think I can spend on a 40-hour week into each account? Because now we're ideally scripting stuff, editing stuff, posting stuff, checking the daily performance, optimizing the lead forms, the landing page, everything else, getting new creative, testing different stuff. Doing one of those is much easier now with AI, but managing the relationship with 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 agency customers becomes overwhelming. That's why when you watch like Hormozy videos where he's coaching people, a huge portion of those people are agency owners, and the agency owners all have the same problem. And that problem is they churn so many people. When an agency churns somebody, that means they lose that customer. They lose that customer because the customer gave them money for the service and the math wasn't penciling. The math wasn't penciling, meaning they're paying the agency, they're paying the advertising spend, and the money they were getting back was not good enough for them. So they churned them. And churn happens when someone gives you their money to get a result and they don't get a result. And most of that's happening because the economics of the current day agency model are really bad because 99% of the agencies are trash. And so you have to own that in your business until you can afford to pay a good one, because the good ones charge enough to allocate enough human capital to your account to make it make sense for you to offload it. Instead of one person managing 20 accounts, maybe it's 2 to 3 people, content editors, scripters, strategists, whatever, managing 5 to 10. And that's when the agencies become good. But if you're doing less than $1 million a year, you can't afford to pay the retainer to pay a good one. And 99% of agencies haven't adapted their offering and their systems to the new AI age. And so they're using archaic business practices to set it up for you. And then the last thing that became really clear to me 4 or 5 years ago before I started running my own ads was the agency owner in most agency scenarios do not have your best interest in mind. I noticed this when I was paying an agency in my own business and they were charging me per lead. And I said, hey, on our landing page, I want to put our minimum on there because our sales reps are getting overwhelmed with dog doo-doo opportunities that are thinking that our lighting service is going to cost $200. And so for us to find a good lead, we're having to sift through 25 terrible ones. And the agency owner pushed back on me and was like,
well, no, we don't want to do that because then it's less lead volume.
And I'm like, well, yeah, you're getting compensated per lead. So of course you would want me to get less lead volume, right? Like that makes a lot of sense. And so that scenario maybe 4 years ago opened my eyes to like most of the time, these agency owners have never ran a home service business. And so they don't understand how to market that actually matters. So you complain about something and what you're complaining about is the money I'm putting in, I'm not getting enough back in sales to make it make sense. And then they send you a 45-minute loom talking about every piece of data and tracking info other than the numbers that matter. And the number that matters is how much money did you put in? How much did you get back out? And that's what I found. And so I started running my own Facebook ads myself. And then I followed the same structure I talk about on this YouTube channel at length. And lo and behold, no agency fee on Facebook ads. And I started running them myself and boom, started cranking leads and the math started penciling a lot easier. Because in the old model, $1,000 was going to the agency, $1,000 was going to spend. Now in the new model where I run it myself, all $2,000 goes to the ads. What do you think is going to perform better? So if you're watching this and you realize you want to build your own lead gen system through Facebook ads and build automations that actually sell and convert, and you want to get it dialed in, you can watch the videos in this channel and get pretty close, or you can join Home Service Accelerator Pro. You can get a little bit more hands-on help getting them launched. And instead of paying a monthly retainer and paying $1,000 a month or $12,000 a year or $2,000 a month or $24,000 a year, you can learn the skill for a one-time payment, and then you and your team have that SOP forever. And this exact conflict of interest between most agencies and the business owners are why Home Service Accelerator exists. So if you want to do that, you can click the link in the description or in the comments, or you can keep watching this channel for free and get pretty damn close. So now that you understand why taking control of this, if you're doing less than $1 million a year, is much better for you and your business, let me show you the system that actually works in real-time practice for my business and 800-something Home Service Accelerator members that are currently doing the same thing right now. So I hate YouTube channels that gatekeep things and everything. That's why I educate so much for free on YouTube with like click-by-click education. But I want to show you what this looks like in actual practice with actual home service business owners as well. So let's dive into that. So here's an example of one. Here's Todd Llewellyn of Llewellyn Plumbing out of Utah. And if I go to his Twitter, he posted this publicly. So obviously I can share this and he's my dog. So here's him posting on Twitter the results from his meta ads he's running himself. So he spent about $6,000 on these ads and he sold $69,575 of new revenue. And so obviously here's him talking to people on the side that are asking about this. So here's some realistic numbers to see. He generated 129 leads off of a $6,000 ad spend. So 129 leads off a $6,000 ad spend. You got a $46 cost per lead. Now some of you are like, that might be really high. In plumbing, that's pretty good. And so of about $6,000 in ad spend, he sold about $70,000 in sales. But this is the numbers that nobody really shares with you that you want to see. So it's 129 leads. He closed 21 sales off of those leads. He lost 71, which are lost right now, but he now has their info that he can retarget them with SMS, email, everything else after that. And then he has 37 pending. That's already penciling really well. And this is like the first month he was running these ads. And so if you look at his page, in the beginning, he started testing with 3 or 4 ad creatives, and then he started to scale it up as he saw results. And so now if you look at one of these creatives, you can see the data behind them, and then we can just watch them and see.
Todd, I'm the owner of Llewellyn Plumbing. And if you don't have a water softener, we'd love to come out and give you a free consultation on one. This is our main water softening unit. This is our whole home filtration unit. And this is a reverse osmosis unit so that you can drink clean, purified water. Click the link below, fill out the form. We'll come give you a free consultation. We have some of the best prices and some of the best highly qualified plumbers in the state to come install a water softener for you.
So boom, and you can see he's testing a bunch of different creative. He's testing some still image stuff. But the fact of the matter is, you don't have to guess whether this works. It's working for him. He's talking about it publicly, and he's a Home Service Accelerator Pro member. And the one thing to note too is a lot of these ads I'm showing you, it's not Hollywood movie studio quality of filming and editing. It's like very simple, but it follows a very specific structure. And then here's another example of JJ Fleming. He's a landscape lighting contractor that's also in Home Service Accelerator, and he puts here in the Discord, massive win, just closed the biggest job yet with 100% deposit. This puts my meta campaign at 89x ROAS, $397 spend for a $35,732 job in revenue. This is one thing I'll say while showing this. It is very unlikely that you get an 89x return on ad spend. And as he keeps spending on these campaigns, he's going to get less and less of a ROAS. That's just naturally what happens. When he's at $5,000 in sales, he's not going to get an 89x. He's probably not even going to get a 20x. The chances of him getting a 10x are probably pretty low. But the reason I want to show Todd from the Well and Plumbing is that's a trade that is like a mid-ticket but has a lot of volume. But this is an example of a landscape lighting contractor that's probably more in line with project-based trades like remodelers or pool builders or backyard, renovation companies, landscape lighting like him, permanent Christmas lighting, stuff like that where you have home run potential. If you get in front of more people, your chances of hitting a home run and selling a massive job like this are a lot more likely. And then here's another one from a home remodeling trade, completely different. But again, these guys are starting out with small spends because they're new to running ads and they're smaller businesses doing less than $1 million a year. This is a remodeler who closed a $250,000 project with $75K in profit on their $600 spent on ads. And I want to say this again, these are obviously Home Service Accelerator members that are sharing it in the wins column. We've shown you the ads of these businesses before in other YouTube videos. Specifically the ad on Ash Harbor build, I showed like 3 videos ago. For the sake of time, I'm not going to show it here, but the process is the same. When you control your marketing yourself, you can turn it up, you can ramp it up slower, you can crank it up yourself while your business grows and you do other things without just dumping money into an agency spend every month. So that's 3 different businesses in 3 different trades in 3 different markets running a Facebook ad strategy that's pretty similar, but understanding the economics behind each of those trades are going to be a lot different. So with all these examples, I don't think that all agencies are bad by any stretch. But what I do think is hiring an agency when you're not ready is a bad idea for your business. And one thing I want to note when you're looking at this is it's not about just getting a good cost per lead on Meta. It's about building the systems and everything else after the lead comes in that gets these sales across the finish line. It's having a team that follows up with leads aggressively, early and often when the leads come in. So you reach out to them day 1, you don't get a hold of them. Does your system text them, drop them voicemails? Day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, are you following up, knocking these down? Just because they submitted for a lead right now doesn't mean that they're ready to give you their money right away. And so you have to have systems and processes built to get these going. So if you want results like these guys and run your Facebook ad marketing and everything else yourself, you can get a lot of the way there on this channel. But if you want a little bit more tailored custom help, you can join Home Service Accelerator Pro. We'll walk you through setting up a lot of these automations. You can learn from a lot of other business owners similar to you that are going through Home Service Accelerator at the same time. There's a link in the description there. There's a link in the top of the pinned comments as well. Otherwise, keep watching this YouTube channel for free and you can get a lot of sauce from this. But if you want a little bit more hands-on treatment and if you want to be part of the best home service community on the internet where everybody that is in there has paid to get in there so people aren't asking stupid questions like, how do I get my EIN in the comments, then you can join Home Service Accelerator Pro. There's a link there. I'll see you guys in the next video.